Hello everybody, how are you doing? Thank you so much for stopping by. I am the Procedural Traveller and welcome back to the channel. Who have we got in the house? Feel free to make yourself known and I will say hello. How is everyone doing? We have Critical Optimist in the house and we also have Big Pidge. How is everybody doing? Thank you so much everybody for stopping by. The chat should be appearing on screen. If it isn't, just let me know. It should be, because I can't see what's going on at the moment, so everything should be up and running. But yeah, thank you so much everybody for stopping by. So, in today's video, we are actually going to be discussing a few interesting things. Obviously relating to No Man's Sky, and relating to things like that. We are going to be discussing the brand new community missions. We're also going to be discussing the rewards, and we're also going to be discussing some interesting things found in the game's files. More about that soon. Critical Optimist, great, hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. Yeah, I am doing good. Thank you for asking, my friend. Thank you for asking. So, just adjust that. There we go. There we go. Everything should be in working order. We also have Jompa 2 in the house. How are you doing, my friend? Thank you so much for stopping by. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. So, we also have Thunder Humping Turtle Duck. How are you doing, my friend? How are you doing? So, I don't know if any of you saw my video that I published this morning, I think. It was, let me pull it up on screen, it was of the modded version. It was basically a colour mod for No Man's Sky. Let me pull it up. I will show you. It was this one here. This one here. Okay, so this is a colour mod for No Man's Sky. And let me know, guys, what do you think of it? It basically adjusts the sky colour and the tree colour and everything in between, okay? Now, what do you think? And the title was, A Little Bit of Colour Makes a Huge Difference, okay? And I want to get your guys' thoughts and opinions. What do you think of this? Do you agree with it? Do you like the way it looks and things like that? Or do you think the complete opposite? Do you think it looks, you know, horrible and things like that? Let me know your thoughts and opinions. Big Pidge says, I've been loving your modded stuff. I'm on PS4, so aren't able to check them out. Yeah, I'm really hoping they do bring mod support for the PlayStation 4 one day. Thank you so much, Captain Anarchy, for subscribing to the channel. Much appreciated, buddy. Much appreciated. So, all good, matey. Deleted Beyond as my new save got corrupted. Oh, that's a shame. Playing the vanilla RC1 build. Wow, the bugs performance broke my game. Yep. And there's also an argument to be made, which I agree with, that the variety in terms of terrain, colours, things like that, are much better on the RC1 build than they are, you know, in current day No Man's Sky Beyond. Because it's the truth. It's the truth. And what do you guys think of that video? Yeah? Because somebody in the comment section said that they thought it was, you know, a little bit too much. And I want to hear, you know, what do you guys think of those colours also? Any update on the status of Rayrod multiverse testing? Soon. The first alpha, or public-ish alpha, for the multiverse will be on the Visions build of No Man's Sky. So, because Visions have, like, shaders and things like that, which you can't modify on the Beyond save. So, yeah. We also have Sword in the house. How are you doing, Sword? Thank you so much for stopping by. Big Pidge says, I prefer the standard game. The mods generally look a bit tacky to me. Yep. I do know what you mean. Some mods look a bit tacky. Rayrod does mods the best, in my opinion. Which is to be expected. To be expected. So, what was I going to show you? I was going to show you this. No Man's Sky Beyond update adds community events with new missions, additional fixes. So yeah, this news article basically copies and pastes the patch notes and talks a little bit about how the Quicksilver community missions have returned. And that leads me very nicely onto my next actual discussion point, which is talking about the community missions. What do you guys think of the new kind of round or series of community missions? Some people like them, some people don't, some people hate the new community missions. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts and opinions? Let me know. Let me know. We also have Rizaka04. Says, yo, how you doing, Rizaka04? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm playing 1.0 until Beyond becomes more stable. Good idea, Thunder Humping Turtle Duck. Or Thunder. Sword says he's working and lurking. Awesome. Big Pidge says that overly bright colours just aren't really my thing, but it is impressive what they've been able to do with the mods. Bright colours? I mean, I didn't really notice anything too bright in that version, apart from the grass. I agree, the grass was quite bright, but you know, it's an alien world. It doesn't have to be, you know, safe, toned down colours, does it? Which they've done a lot with the colours in Beyond, especially in the tropical planets. I love the new tropical planets in Beyond. If they'd done that to the other biomes, you know, that would be perfect. The community missions. Oh, we also have Scott Gust. How you doing, buddy? Colours will always be subjective, which is why we're supposed to have infinite variety to please everyone. Yep, exactly. Thunder says the community missions are a lot better now in my opinion. They could do with more work, but it's a good start. Yes, exactly. And we'll be jumping into game in a little while, guys, to show you the new community missions. I've been loving the new missions, been giving me something new to do. Exactly. Critical says, I like softer colours as seen in pre-release footage. Most colours in vanilla are too dark and heavy, as well as some mods. Yes, exactly. The community missions shouldn't be limited to 1 per day. If there are going to be so many items in the store to collect. That's exactly what Captain Steve said. I think it was yesterday's stream, you know. We need either more community missions that you can do per day, or they could either up the amount of Quicksilver you get per mission. Like, instead of getting like 250 per mission, you can get like, you know, 500 Quicksilver per mission. So luckily the save I am on at the moment, my Beyond save, it's not my Beyond save, it's my Vision save. So I still have a bit of Quicksilver left up from the Visions community events, or the next community event, sorry. I agree with Sword, 1 community mission a day is not really enough. No, it's not. Alright, so we're going to Twitter. Twitter. And we're going to pull up, speaking of modding stuff, Rayrod TV actually was pretty active on Twitter today, talking about his new upcoming multiverse, or dynamic space, that's what he's calling it. Rizaka says, I'm good, can't wait for GR Breakpoint. Wait, wrong stream, just I'm liking Beyond, but the missions are too simple. I feel you think it needs work, so they don't feel like side missions. Exactly, yeah. Maybe have a more interesting mission to keep people that easily get bored more entertained. So we're going to jump to Twitter and talk a little bit about Rayrod's stuff, because he's been pretty active today. There's a few tweets I would like to cover. So, the first one is, he's working on Painterly dynamic sky visuals with dynamic lighting for dynamic space. How many times was dynamic in that sentence? 1, 2, count along with me, guys. 2, 3, 4. I'm just joking. So, yeah, ignore the terrain and things like that. It's the skies you have to focus on, guys. This isn't, you know, it's mainly the skies you have to focus on for this. But yeah, he's been recreating some pre-release kind of atmospherics. Here's another one, hashtag dynamic space. I love this one. I really do love this one. I love that one. I really do. Really do. We also have this one. Hashtag dynamic space. Hashtag Rayrod's multiverse. So this is the first one. Very, it looks like kind of like a Halloween biome, doesn't it? You got this one as well. I love that. You have kind of like a pink candy floss inspired one. And we also have kind of like a savannah-y desert biome thing. And I put getting serious E3 vibes from the screenshots, and he said I'm actually using palettes extracted from pre-release concept art, pre-release imagery, and pre-release videos. Grim Chief of Gaming says, hey PT and chat, I love the missions themselves, good level of challenge for sure. I completely agree with you, buddy. So let's continue on. We have two more tweets to cover. We have this one, which is really interesting. I love this one. And finally, we have, this is very interesting, this is, I love this one. Look at it. It's very spooky, isn't it, guys? It's kind of like, you know, Friday the 13th. And I don't know if that's a custom asset or not. Can anyone let me know? I think that may be a custom asset, but don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. Possibly, possibly. So yeah, that is Dynamic Storms also, which is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff. Oh. Let's just do that so you don't see streamception. Although I try to avoid the base building ones if I can. Too many materials were required for my taste. Yes. Yes, I do completely agree with you. The building requirement in terms of materials are a little bit high. I do agree with you. Grim Chief of Gaming says, I do agree with Sword. There shouldn't be a limit on the number of missions per day like that. We shouldn't have to work around the game to get the Quicksilver needed. Exactly, and Captain Steve also posted a kind of, not an exploit, but kind of like a way to get more Quicksilver, or sorry, a way to earn more community missions per day, you know. It's not really an exploit, but you could consider it an exploit if you're, you know. To me, those photos are depict the effect the chromatic fog should have. I hate the black and white and grey colours we see now. Yeah, I mean, I get what they were doing with the whole black and white colours, but every single one of those biomes, they're hard-coded to always be black and white. I want to see them with other types of chromatic fog, you know? I was sent to build an underwater outpost yesterday. That was brutal. Oh, was you? Ah. Saw Rayrod screenshots. Looks amazing. They do. They do. They get me very excited for the beyond the multiverse. I had one pop up on me too, Pidge. I just noticed right out of the Nexus. So yeah, he's been doing a lot of work also with biomes, you know, kind of. He's been doing a lot of stuff with other builds of the game also, as well as the Visions build, which he's developing the current multiverse for, because the multiverse will be released on Visions build first, the alpha, and then he'll work on the alpha for, you know, other versions of the game, which is super exciting. Super duper exciting. Just trying to find a nice image. There we go. Alright, Hello Games really needs to do something like this, even on a smaller scale. Yes, just imagine if Hello Games spent a year working on Variety. You know? Imagine if they spent a year working on variety. How good will that be, you know? Because, in my opinion, variety is number one. The number one thing they should be working on is variety. Always. Always. You can never go wrong with variety. Now, I'm trying to find a video from Rayrod that pretty much, you know, is one of the best forests I've ever seen. I'm trying to find it now. I will find it in a second. Hello Games need to do something. Oh man, those base missions take ages to do. Very long-winded. I don't really do the base missions just because, you know, they're pretty dull, if you know what I mean. I'm trying to find a forest that Rayrod published. I'm trying to find it. Every version of Rayrod's multiverse is, you know, phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Thunderers especially, I don't have an issue with the level of variety as it stands, but I suppose more is always welcome. I mean, I don't have an issue with variety. I'm not saying, you know, it's terrible, you know. But it's purposely held back. According to Rayrod, and I fully believe this statement, apparently Hello Games are only really fully utilising 2% of the engine's potential in terms of what it can achieve in terms of variety, which I do not, you know, disagree with at all. I believe that is the case, you know. I mean, this is an example I show quite a lot of the time, but take a look at this video and then tell me that, you know, the variety we have now is the best Hello Games can do, you know? Because this is just amazing. This is absolutely amazing. Grim Chief of Gaming, especially you got a character, let you know constructions. Yeah, exactly. Indeed, I'm referring to the Nexus base missions, not the ones we had since Foundation. Oh yeah, the missions to do the bases, I don't really, you know, get too involved with them. So yeah, this video continues onto this biome as well, and then we go into kind of like one of these biomes, and then kind of like a savanna biome. It's just, you know, infinite variety is what Rayrod has achieved, and this is, believe it or not, you know, 5 months old. So it's a pretty outdated stuff. So the final overhaul will be, you know, 10 times better than this. And if I pull up another one, for example, pull up another one, let's pull up this one, just look at it. This one is quite mind-blowing also, guys. I love the colour. This is the one. Look at that. Just look at that. That is a forest. If I've ever seen one, guys. That is a forest. You know? So is that one. That one's quite a sparse forest. But I still like it. I still do enjoy that. So yeah. I mean, it's just stunning. Also, you've got a 3D modelled eerie forest, and look at it at night time, guys. Where is it? If I can find an image of it at night time. Here we go. Look at the blue haze. You see? You see what I mean? This is kind of... I would highly recommend you go see Rayrod's stuff. And then, you know, you'll see for yourself some of the stuff. that he's been doing. It can run on PS4. Yep, he said it can run on PS4, and I fully believe him. Oh wow, I don't think I've ever seen one before now. Yeah. Exactly, Thunder. Adding even more assets would only make it worse, surely. Yep, exactly. Just another lush. Okay. Yeah. This is my problem with this conversation. Number 1, Rayward does awesome work modding Hello Games creation. Number 2, no one else has released a game that comes close to No Man's Sky. Yes, exactly, yeah. I mean, No Man's Sky is... Hello Games are sitting on a gold mine in terms of the engine and the algorithm. They're sitting on a gold mine. It's just a matter of them utilising it to its full extent. Andrew Miller, how you doing, buddy? Space says Vigo D. John or Zhong. Rob Utley, evening Space Gets. Evening Rob Utley, how are you doing, buddy? How are you doing? Marcio Nunez says, I think that's hello. Lots of people think Hello Games should do more than No Man's Sky, but if it was... sorry, the chat's scrolling a bit fast. There we go. Lots of people think the Hello Games should do more than No Man's Sky, but if it was easy, why hasn't anyone else made a game to this scale? Oh yeah, I'm not saying, you know, Hello Games is terrible, you know. Haha, they're purposely not doing variety. I'm just saying, you know, imagine if they so-and-so, you know. Imagine if X and Y. Oh yeah, I consider those more tutorial, less than a real mission. Yeah, that's true. The game is unique and completely different to anything we have ever seen before. Exactly. And that's what makes it special. If this mod can run on PS4, then why should work with PlayStation VR? I would imagine so. I would imagine so. Hundreds of features are also currently turned off in current versions. Planets floating on top of water, lightning. Yep. Rayrod is... The demos that you just saw was actually, apparently 95% of features were turned off. One of those features that were turned off, I know, was dynamic space and dynamic fog and things like that. Another one is super formula flora and fauna and weather effects and things like that. PlayStation VR is a beast of a completely different colour than 2D. Yeah. You can't say my username because I am Dutch. Is it Vigo? I'm not even going to try because I'm probably going to butcher it. I'm sorry, buddy. Please do not post vulgar messages. I have not approved your post. Last warning. Thank you, Thunder. I think of you want the mods, use them. I like the base game as it is. Nothing wrong with the base game. Nothing wrong. I love the base game, but if I was on PC, I would never not use graphic mods. Exactly. But better gameplay. Yeah, I would love to see better gameplay. Picked up the game 2 weeks ago. The active community on YouTube has managed to get onto my feed, so I found out about the game. Glad that I was recommended as one of the No Man's Sky YouTubers. I'm glad that that has, you know, been a thing, you know, or become a thing, should I say. So if it's easy to create more, people would be doing it. When hear people talking about what Hello Games left out hasn't used in the public version, I trust there's a really good reason. I hope so. I mean, obviously they wouldn't just, you know, remove things for no good reason, but there's a lot of things, you know, that we wonder why. Like the sandworm, maybe a performance thing is why they removed it. If. That's a big word, if. How many versions of rebranded first-person shooters there are there? Yeah, I get where you're coming from, Sword. I do get where you're coming from, you know. Yeah, No Man's Sky is unique. Definitely unique. FPS games are a dozen at this point. Yep. A dime a dozen. Yep. Hey, do you think I'm asking too much to request that forests are more densely packed? The trees are too apart. It doesn't feel like a forest or a dense jungle. Yes. Yes, if they, you know, made the trees bigger and made it look like an actual jungle, like in the screenshot you can see on screen now, they're too far apart to be considered a jungle. yet they're considered a forest, but not really a, you know, a jungle or a rainforest. My theory is that they originally planned on No Man's Sky being purely visual experience. Once people started asking what else there was to do, Hello Games felt pressure to create more gameplay mechanics. Exactly, and thank you, buddy, for subscribing. Marcio Nunes or Nuns, thank you so much for subscribing. I think variation is important, but the game we have now does surpass anything previous Hello Games put out or ever promised. I think Hello Games have a solid base they will add from now. They know we are talking. Yes, exactly. And there's a big kind of community out there that want variety, and I have no doubt Hello Games are listening and taking notes. I mean, did you see the video I put out yesterday, you know? Kind of talking about the concept No Man's Sky update, or concept exploration No Man's Sky update that people made as like a fan-made thing. To me, No Man's Sky is the best game ever because it's like Minecraft with better graphics, sound, possibilities, and planets. It's just a satisfying game. It is, it is. What happens with the colours in No Man's Sky, the last update? No more Satcha. The colours, are you talking about pre-release colours? Because if you are, I would love the old pre-release colours and look of the game to make a return. 100%. 100%. Let me just adjust something. There we go. What one? It was this video here. Okay. So yeah, this was the video I done yesterday, talking about the mock-up exploration update for No Man's Sky. And it was, you know, it was a pretty fun thing, I know. I mean, it was kind of talking about an exploration update for No Man's Sky. Things like this, you know, mining has overheating properties, and, you know, the old E3 look of the game, and the sandworms, you know, in the form of a biological horror. It was things like that, you know, I would like to see as a variety update to No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky is my favourite game ever. It has saved me personally in so many ways, and it has been a whirlwind ride for me, a dream game. I think we just want the game to be pushed further. Hello Games are great. Exactly. Well said, Thunder. Well said. Why can't we have host spot? I don't know. Hopefully in the future. Game is 3 years old. I wouldn't hold your breath for huge changes to variety. I'm going to show you a quote in a minute from Sean Murray, which will make you change your mind, Big Pidge. Just wondering how much of this is limited by the ability of the console, especially Xbox One. Maybe they would consider fragmenting the game's features across 3 platforms. I mean, they could, but some people may be a little bit against that, you know, has to be same on every platform, and, you know, things like that. So I'm going to show you a quote that will make you change your mind, Big Pidge, about future updates coming to No Man's Sky. So, this is from a interview with Sean Murray. And he's talking here about a universe reset. And he was asked about the universe reset in Beyond, and he said he's not going to be doing one in Beyond. Then he went on to say this: it doesn't mean we won't do it in the future, but I think we would only do a reboot where we know the change is really significant. If we wanted to go out and wipe the servers, we really need to feel like there's a super good reason to do that. So there he goes. Sean Murray just confirmed that a reboot still isn't off the cards, which makes a lot of people think that he has something big planned for the future. I'm not sure. If I'm right, Hello Games added new ship colours. Yes, or they made them more vibrant. I know that for a fact. I'm not sure about new colours, maybe, but I know they're definitely more vibrant. I think they did add new colours also, I think. Just watch that video. 6 liquid types will be, yes, it will be amazing. I can think of like lava, tar, maybe something else. I'm not sure. I'm sure there is hardware limitations, but I also feel Hello Games are still developing their engine, hence the issues the game still has in a sense of performance, bugs, etc. Yes, exactly. To be honest, I think that further reinforces my point. I don't think we'll get a reset. Okay? I mean, like he said it doesn't mean we won't do it in the future. That pretty much, you know, if he was never going to do a reset, he surely would have come up and said, you know, a reboot's off the cards for the future. But he went out and said, it doesn't mean we won't do it in the future. Hi, Procedural Traveller. How different is the PC version from the console version? Is the console version inferior to the PC? If so, how much? I mean, I play at 1440p, which is like better than 1080p. So resolution is, you know, miles better. Frame rate is miles better. I can get, you know, 130 frames per second on my rig on a planet. You know, not in space, just on a planet, 130 solid. And then you go to consoles and it struggles to keep, you know, 50. And it's very different. It's a very different experience. Once you've played on a high-end PC, you can't go back to a console. Trust me. Sean knows full well a reboot is coming in the future, but wants to keep the community happy for now and not mess up their bases and other things. It has to be worth it. Yes, exactly. I do kind of, you know, there's something, a part of me that thinks they've been working on something for quite a while. You know, kind of like on the level of, you know, Rayrod stuff. Grim Chief of Gaming says, I know I'm in the minority that would welcome a full reset as long as they... I think a lot of people would welcome a full reset if it meant changing the game significantly. He's not being definitive either way. Yeah, it's kind of like one of those things where you can... different people take it in different ways. I get what you mean, Big Pidge. We will get one more reset, in my opinion, in the future. I'm certain that... I am 100% certain, yes. We will see at least one more reset, you know? Maybe for, like, the final update, they're going to go all out and say, you know, here's our final update for No Man's Sky. It's been a blast. We're resetting the universe one last time. Go out and enjoy an infinite universe, you know? Something like that. I can imagine that sort of thing happening. If you play No Man's Sky in the Netherlands, it is incredibly easy to get milk and make butter. Is it? I never knew. Johnny Lobster, how are you doing, my friend? So, the next update is called Infinity, is it? No, it was a concept update. It was a mock-up. I put in the title, which means, you know, fan-made. It's not legit. It's not legit. Load times are a third as long on as consoles. Exactly. Especially if you install No Man's Sky on an SSD drive, which I have. I have a 512 gigabyte SSD drive and a 2 terabyte, you know, old-fashioned hard drive. At least for normal PS4. Yep. The Infinity update isn't real. It isn't real, and I legitimately put in my title to, you know, clear up any confusion. I legitimately put, you know, if I can find the video, here we go. Look, a No Man's Sky mock-up exploration update, you know. It's in the title, guys, so I hope that clears up any confusion if people think it's real. That one person that disliked it was probably someone who thought it was real and you know, cried when he realized it wasn't. I've said this for a long time, Hello Games are working on a separate build of No Man's Sky with everything they want in the game and feeding us bits and bobs, and then one day, boom, here is the definitive No Man's Sky. We can dream. We can dream, Thunder, and I'm really hoping that is the case. I actually am. And also, if you go to the Steam... what do you call it? Steam... things... depots, there is actually 3 builds. The public build, the internal build, and something called Old Build Test. and which they keep updating the old builds test from time to time. Not relating to updates and things like that, which makes me think it's something they're working on in the background. It's probably nothing, I'm probably overthinking it. We can hope. I use an SSD drive on my PS4, load times are slightly quicker, yep. Hey PT, how you doing? I'm doing good, Links, I'm doing amazing. How are you doing, Links, also? How you doing? I'm not kidding, your ship and a space station is rooms. I'm not sure what that means. Just started with mods. Do you have experience with the No Man's Sky fantasy mod or biome mods? I would recommend. There's a mod called Back to Foundations, which adds the old colour palettes and adds the old Foundations terrain and things like that into the game. I would highly recommend that. Search up No Man's Sky Back to Foundations mod. Regarding the fantasy mod, I have played it once, but then you kind of come to the realization that every planet is just, you know, trees thrown into it, you know. Is that old build test still in the internal depot since 2017? Yes, it is. And it has been updated every 2-3 months, but it doesn't line up to updates, which is interesting because it makes me think that it's nothing to do with the updates we have been receiving. It's something different, you know. And it's called old build test, and what was in the old build? Infinite variety, you know. You heard it here first, guys. Yeah, we can dream. I really hope you are right about the boom sometime. So am I. Do you like the VR version? Haven't played it, can't give my opinion on that. Weerkanner Netherlands, not sure what that means. That old build test has been on Steam since early 2017. I'm sure they are working on a separate build of No Man's Sky since before launch. Possibility. I remember before Atlas Rises, everyone was picking apart the old build test and saying, oh, this confirms, you know, E3's coming back to No Man's Sky. Which, you know, doesn't really, does it? Doesn't really. But yeah, there was a lot of speculation about, what do you call it, about variety before launch. And also, I thought I would, you know, flex this. So, this was published on the 31st of July, a little time before Beyond actually dropped. And it was, when I was talking about data mined features for No Man's Sky. And I got a lot of dislikes for that, because people were thinking, you know, oh, it doesn't mean anything, you know, it's just rubbish, you know. However, the food and cooking system was on. It was on the No Man's Sky wiki. The food and cooking system I talked about. I also talked about the solar panels, the wind turbine things. I also talked about the electricity system and the new weekly rewards. I also, yeah, and many people were like, oh, No Man's Sky would never have an electricity system. Yet here we are. Yeah, many people are like, oh, I'd like to see a cooking system, you know. And also riding animals, I think, was on there. Yeah. That was that. Space Conquest mod. I've never heard of Space Conquest mods. I'll have a look. I did a video on that just after Next was released regarding the data mined files. Oh, did you? How many views did yours get? Because yours should have gotten more than mine, because I done it previous. I got, how many? 19,000. Almost 19,500. That's cute. I think that's my most viewed video, I think. Let's have a look. Videos, let's have a look. Sort by most popular. Yep, it is. It's my most viewed video. And then the next viewed video is 8.1 thousand. So you can see the difference, can't you guys? Hardly any me. That's a shame. Why did mine blow up? I think it's because I included the clickbait leaked in the thumbnail. It's all about those titles, you know. If you... Let's pull it up on screen again. If I pull it up on screen, you know, you can kind of see I titled it, what to expect, data mine features, what to expect in Beyond. And then I had a massive leaked and Sean Murray doing the mind-blown emote in my thumbnail. So, you know. And also you've got these old videos. God, these are old. These are so old. Can't even remember recording these. What April? This was April. April?
A select few that have not been confirmed at this point.
Oh my god, listen to me, guys.
Included in component 3. The first one is more base building. Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now, several weeks back, not in the game and is in the survey we will be getting with Beyond. Now, onto my...
Wow, that was cringy, wasn't it, guys? Anyway, back to the live stream. Hey, I should really delete those videos, just because they're not representative of the quality, you know, that I like to push out. What is the subject? The subject? For what? For the video? Gaming, I think. I postponed the date for a year. Oh, I've missed a few comments. You can already ride animals and cook stuff like making radioactive soup. I know, it's beautiful, isn't it? Almost implemented that feature, well more than half of it. I hope to release video in the end of September. Oh wow. Now I understand it's impossible. Maybe the end of October then. Keep us updated, Links, because, yeah, your project is awesome. Titles and thumbnails. It's all about the titles, thumbnails, and tags. It's all about the tags also. Yo, I was poor at thumbnails back then and using the right titles. You have to kind of always include No Man's Sky in your title. Preferably No Man's Sky Beyond. Like in my title, No Man's Sky, then Beyond, all in capitals. And then the algorithm likes to pick it up for some reason. And recommend it to people that watch No Man's Sky content. That's what I found. You know, top tips here. If you put No Man's Sky and then put Beyond all in capitals, for some reason the algorithm likes that. What update priorities you wish to see? For me, creatures, new kind of loops. For me, variety. And when I say variety, I mean variety in plants, animals, creatures, space, things like that. So variety, then the gameplay loop. That's something I've been working on. Thunder, it's definitely not easy to nail down. Yeah, PT buddy, I did that after that. Awesome, awesome stuff. So yeah, the aim of this channel is to get to 2,000 subscribers before the end of the year. And you guys can't see the exact amount of subscribers I'm on because YouTube removed that feature, but I will go into my studio and tell you. I'm on 1,213 subscribers. So the aim is 2,000 by the end of the year. I know it's a little bit ambitious, but you know. I actually bumped onto your channel because you sort of mimic MZK thumbnail and totally thought it was his video. That was a internal joke between me and MZK. I was like, you know, I'm gonna mimic your thumbnails for an entire month, and he was like, you know, do it. You'll get views and subscribers and things like that, you know. Because once I was creating a thumbnail, and I was like, hold on a second, this looks similar to MZK's, so I purposely made it look like MZK's. You know, it's an internal joke. I'll actually find them on my channel. Let's have a look, guys. Let's have a look. So, let's have a look. So, these are my more regular thumbnails, you know, with a clickbait red arrow in the title. And then you can kind of see my thumbnail journey, can't you guys? These are alright thumbnails, my most recent ones. Then you start to get onto the weird ones with just images as thumbnails. And then, here they are. Here's the series of MZK thumbnails. Can you see? Like the typical MZK text and colouring and things like that. And then I actually done an interview with MZK, believe it or not, back in the day when I was at Whipper. And then you have, pretty generic stuff. My first video.
I think that my live streams cover the gameplay aspect of this channel. Speaking of live streams, don't worry, the live streams that I do will not journey a step further. Not too far in the distant future,
My God, listen to this, guys.
I plan to upload till 12:30, and obviously these times are UK based.
Damn, what a great mic, That mic quality was far superior to what I've got now, There's no denying it, Minus the cursing, exactly. I think that's the main difference, isn't it? You will hit 2k subs by the end of the year, I'm sure. That's the goal. I don't know if I'm going to hit it or not, but No Man's Sky needs to feel more like an exploration game instead of a sandbox packed with features. Yes, I get what you mean. Are that abandoned space stations new? I think they were next, I believe. Not complaining, it is still a great game. Yep. I would like to see them add roles into the game. To see Threshold with the guilds, with a good progression structure. I mean, they could have done so much with No Man's Sky Online, but they chose not to, which is interesting. They were advertising No Man's Sky Online as this, MMO-esque thing, but it isn't an MMO, But really, all that it is it's the Nexus. But all the community, all the events and missions are still the same, I was expecting a guild system and things like that. I want gas giants in No Man's Sky. I would love gas giants, yeah. PT, you should go on Cobra's subcast and promote your streams and videos on Cobra's Discord. I think you will gain subs fast. I could. Yeah, I could. But usually in Cobra's But usually Cobra's subcasts are like 3 AM in the morning, I never go back and listen to my videos. I rarely do, My first introduction to the channel video, I really need to privatize because it's just bad to listen to, I'm sticking to my thumbs up. I'm to 25 subs. Awesome, 25 subs. Let's hold on a second. We can do this. Hold on, Scott Gust. Alright, guys, if you're watching this stream, can we all go subscribe to Scott Gust? I will pop a link to his channel in the description of this video in just a second, but he's recently been doing modded No Man's Sky stuff on 1.0. He's been playing Atlas Rises, he's been playing Pathfinder, he's been playing, crazy different builds of No Man's Sky. So I would highly recommend Scott Gust if you are into the modding scene or older build scene of No Man's Sky. Highly recommend some of this stuff. And let me grab a link to his channel and put it in chat. Hold on just a second. Alright, let's grab the link and we can bung it in the channel and put... There we go. Go subscribe to Scott Gust. Let's get him to 30 subscribers, guys. Got you, Scott, says Andrew Miller. Awesome. Yep, subscribed to Scott late last week. Awesome. Already subs. There's a lot of people already subbed to you, Scott Gust. Awesome. I think it's because I promoted you before, I believe. I can't remember. I think I have. I can't remember people I promote, There's so many new and upcoming No Man's Sky content creators. Let me have a look. Alright, he's on 27 at the minute. Can we all just go subscribe? Get him to 30 subscribers in this stream, can we, guys? because that would be awesome. There's 25 people watching, so 25 potential new subscribers if they aren't subscribed already. Do. There we go. Marvellous. It's always good to promote the smaller creators, isn't it? You know? Because, to be honest, if you're below like 100 subscribers, it's very hard for YouTube or very hard for people to find you if they're not looking for you. Because typically the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm, doesn't really promote small content creators, which in my opinion they should. But yeah, I think the only way small creators can grow is either by pumping out content or by, you know, promotions. It's an amazing community, yeah. I'm still waiting for my promotion. The smaller creators like Hello Games themselves. Yep. I mean, I wouldn't really call Hello Games a small creator. I think they're a big creator, you know? Any idea when the new alien heads will appear in the customizer? I think they're going to be part of the rewards for the new encrypted missions. Because if I go to No Man's Sky, the website, and then we go to release log, and then if we go to the development update 2, it talks about the encrypted missions and says these are rare, high priority missions, offer especially interesting and lucrative rewards. Okay, and I think now and again the encrypted missions may contain the heads, because the heads were introduced into the files, so it's just a matter of when than if you know what I mean. Wow, 1.1 RC1 has insane terrain and colours. Thought I landed on a snow planet, but it's barren with massive mountains. The terrain in RC1 is mind-blowing. If we all have to look forward to is new boots and helmets. I had to ask, should I still continue to play No Man's Sky? Yes, because, you know, the new boots and helmets are definitely our way to encourage people to continue to play. Now, I haven't been on this in a while, and also this is a very good website that you can track the research progress without going into the actual game to unlock it, you know? So here's the Galactic Atlas on PC, that's where I play with. We are 52% of the way until Tier 2, which I believe at Tier 2 you unlock the Armoured Exo Gloves. PS4 is 47% of the way there, and Xbox One is 21% of the way there. Doesn't surprise me, I think there's not too many people play on Xbox, as far as I know. PC is winning, and PS4 is second. In terms of the community research. I haven't been on this website in such a long time. Points of interest. These are different points of interest. I haven't been on this website in ages. Absolutely ages. It's been a while. It's been a while. Right. If we all have to look forward to his new boots, I've already read that. The Fly Dig Cell game loop is getting old for me. Yep, I get what you mean. A new gameplay loop would be more than welcome. More than welcome. I just did another one today and got a portable teleporter. Awesome, buddy, awesome. Is it possible to terraform a planet and put grass on the ground? What is the name of that stuff that cows eat in English? Grass. Yes, grass. Grass. The novelty of new boots. It's not possible to terraform an entire planet, but I would love to see it as a feature, definitely. The novelty of the new boots wore off in 15 seconds. A bit like Beyond. Now, Rob Utley says, oh, I better get on with the missions on Xbox then. Yeah, you're representing Xbox, Rob Utley, you know? one clothing set in a year, and everyone has to do it in a month of dailies to unlock it. This would be laughable in any, Yeah, I get what you mean. There's some argument to be made that the way they've done the community missions are a little bit lackluster, if you know what I mean. Grass, yes, that's the one. PT, when are you jumping into Star Citizen or Elite Dangerous? Well, haha, I think I've said this before, I did actually record 2 Star Citizen videos. However, I wasn't really happy with the quality of them, so I am going to redo them at some point. Maybe next week, maybe the week after, not too sure. Probably won't be this week. It may not be next week because I'm in London next week. Next Tuesday I'm in London. Maybe... I'm trying to think because usually Tuesdays I have time to record videos in the afternoon. However, I'm in London all day on Tuesday, visiting some event, so not too sure. Can you say? I don't know what that means. Hold on a second. I'll say it in a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Egg roll with onion. That's what it translates to, apparently. I'll say it. Bruty I met you. I don't know. In my opinion, they need to stop focusing on this community nonsense and focus on building real content. The communities will thrive and take care of themselves when they do that. Exactly. Yeah, I'd love to see Elite Dangerous and I definitely have Star Citizen videos, but Elite Dangerous I may hold off until a bit later on. Have you seen Rexilla's channel with the 50 players? Star Citizen? I haven't, but I will for sure check it out. Egg roll with onion sounds like a No Man's Sky. Exactly. It was that thing the person asked me to say. I just wanted to translate it, make sure it wasn't anything, you know, that's going to get me demonetized. It would be awesome if you would do videos about the other heavy procedural games, because, you know, you are the procedural. Really? Am I? I never noticed. Since when? Yeah, I'm joking. Yeah, I procedural traveller, because I call myself the procedural traveller because I was always going to be, actually, the intention of No Man's Sky was to do it, you know, not for too long, until the Beyond update came out, but then it kind of, you know, turned into something much bigger. In English, it is bread with egg and onion. You're making me hungry, buddy. You're making me hungry. What time is it? It's 5:30, nearly my dinner time. You're making me hungry, buddy. In English, I've already read that comment. Okay. So, what are your I can't speak. What are you guys' opinions on YouTube abbreviating the subscriber count? I think it's a complete waste of time, in my opinion. Why? Just why? You know. Hamburger, Freet, milkshakes, PT to joke me, YouTube, and then on. Exactly, it's weird, and then they suddenly come out and said, oh, you know, we're doing the thing to the verification checkmark, which means thousands of YouTubers will have their verification checkmark removed, which is ridiculous. I mean, there we go, 2 stupid moves in a couple of months. The abbreviated subscriber counts, and now the verification checkmark. So what else are they going to move on to? They've ruined the verification, they've ruined subscriber counts. Are they going to do something to the videos? You can only store 2 months worth of videos on your channel or something ridiculous, you know? I saw your mock-up exploration patch notes video. That will be an awesome new update for the future. It would. I would love to see something like that. And every single feature I agree with in that patch notes update. So, are you going to be discussing the data mined files stuff, mate? Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry. YouTube seems to be doing everything they can to disrupt content creators over the past couple of years. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit about, it's nothing too, spoilerific, but after the 2.12 patch for No Man's Sky, there was a bunch of interesting things that was added to the files. One of them, and I think the most significant thing, is all the NPC character heads in the Nexus were added to the files, which pretty much confirms that they are going to be added as unlockables at some point, either through the Quicksilver missions or through some other terminal. There was a bunch of other stuff also. I can't remember fully what they were. I'm going to need to have a look. In No Man's Sky, your ship is Jew ship and a space station. I'm trying to work out what that could mean. In No Man's Sky, your ship is your ship and a space station. Help. I don't know what that means. No idea. Is room stations, space stations? Can your ship go to space stations? I don't know. Shark Boy head gonna be my go-to look. Just got a teal fighter just for him. Yep, I can't wait to see all the people running around with the new heads for the NPCs and things like that. That should be awesome. That should be awesome. Shark Boy head, yeah, I love the shark. There's a lot, I think there's 10, 15, I can't remember. Something like that, in terms of the new heads that were in. I can't remember, I honestly can't remember. There were 12. There are 12. 12 are there? Okay, nice. That's awesome to hear. Awesome to hear. So we're going to jump into game in just a second, peeps. Do that, do that, do that. There we go. Alright. Which you think I will be trying? Well, I'm going to pop into game in just a second, and we're going to take a look at all the new NPC heads to show you guys what to expect. Actually, I don't want that, do I? Hold on. I don't want that. So I'm trying to find something on my computer. So sorry, I'm being a bit quiet. There we go. That should work. Tree guy head, please. Yes, 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 yes. I would love the tree guy head. I really would. Really would. Like the glowing tree. Yep, yep. Awesome stuff. I love the glowing tree head. It's so imaginative, you know. It's unlike anything ever seen before in No Man's Sky, isn't it? Some people compare it to Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy. Which I see where they're coming from. You know, I do see where they're coming from. I hope they add a story behind the new NPCs in the Nexus. Yeah, again, another missed opportunity in my eyes. Another missed opportunity. Alright, that should work. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we are going to jump in game. Alright, so we're now going to jump in game and we're going to take a look at all the new NPC heads and things like that you can unlock. Put something into Google Translate. I will when I come off the game in a moment. So, the new Nexus missions. You only get, I think I have 3. I have 3 to do, I believe. But then, let's have a look. Let's take, I think we're 50% of the way there on PC, I believe. Let's have a look. Yep, we are 53% of the way there to unlocking Tier 2, which is the Armored Exo Gloves, which unlock at Tier 2. So let's take a look at all the new NPCs. Let's start here and go round the station. Let's have a look. So, first of all, we have this guy here, which is the tree head one. I love this guy. Helios, I think that's how you pronounce that. Yeah, just look at that. Look at the back of his head also. Imagine running around on a planet looking like that. He is insane. We also have these jokes over here that don't do anything. This guy here that looks like E.T. And then you got this snow guy as well with goggles on, and he looks really fun. And he was actually shown on a snow planet in the Beyond trailer. I am Groot. Exactly. I don't think I want any alien heads. Okay, this guy's pretty cool also. Kind of the electrical connections behind his head. Look at that. Imagine running around on a planet and in third person you'll just see his brain. Look at that. And then at the front you can see, you know, the rest of him. And then you've got Cronus. Oh my goodness. Imagine if people choose Cronus. That would be hilarious. Look at this guy. Oh my goodness. Look at him from the back also. He looks hilarious. I love them. Right, continuing on. Let's have a look. We also have this guy, and this one is my favourite. All these new additions break law as well. I mean, they did kind of break law when they added in the ability to play as Korvax, Vy'keen, things like that. That guy needs to get better internet. Look at him lagging all over the place. Mate, get better internet. Alright, yeah, this guy's my favourite. He kind of looks like one of those, you know, sci-fi trader kind of, you know, merchant thing. Something out of Star Wars, doesn't he? And then from the back, this is what he looks like. Right, which way should we go? Let's go... That's just Nada and Polo through there. And here is the rest of them. There's some pretty unique character designs through here. Alex Selena's the first one you see on the map. Oh, okay, awesome. There's this guy here, which is, he's interesting. Nothing too spectacular. It's still pretty interesting. We also have this guy here with a long tongue. Look at that. Imagine if they add a separate option, like you hit, say, you know, J on your keyboard and then the tongue can extend. And he also looks like he's wearing some sort of hood from the back. He's pretty cool. We got this guy here, which is... Oh, that's the shark guy, yeah. That's that shark guy that people was on about. Okay, he's pretty cool as well, isn't he? He's pretty cool. From the back, he's awesome. Look, he's kind of like a machine, half creature kind of thing. And then you have this funny-looking guy over here, which is... He's quite weird, this guy. Oh, not the Traveller, this guy. And then I think there's one more. Hi, L-Plays. How you doing, buddy? Damn, we found L-Plays. What are the chances? Hey, come back here, L-Plays. Hey, come back here. Hey, L-Plays. L-Plays, I want to speak to you. You got any top tips for YouTube? Hey, L-Plays, where you going, buddy? Hey, come on, stop ignoring me. Damn, he's gone. He was too fast. He jipped off. And we have this cat, weird-looking, weird guy over here. I don't even know what to make of that. It's kind of like, you can see his brain from the back. It's weird. It's weird. I've always assumed those aren't new races, just different travelers. Yeah, and that's the way to think about it. I've always assumed these characters were a bit like you in a way, but I'm not well versed in the lore. Yeah, I think the way they're going to do it, if they do add lore, is make them so they're travellers, if you know what I mean. They are different iterations of the traveller, exactly. They even say iteration in front of their names. They do. Yeah, so yeah, they're just travellers. You know, the people that are big on lore, Hello Games obviously added iteration to make it lore friendly, you know. Which again adds to the theory that they're coming as unlockables. Not that they weren't confirmed already, but, you know, even higher. Just more travellers. I love the designs. I love the designs also. They're really unique, you know. Hello Games could have slapped in another 12 pretty average designs, like helmets or things like that. But they're so unique. I'm glad that Hello Games have done that. I would love to walk around as the shark or the merchant guy or the Groot. I would love to do those kind of things. That would be amazing. There's also the Murloc guy there. Oh, there is. Have I missed him? I don't know. Maybe I've missed one. I can't think. Have I missed any? I should have been counting as I went along. Nada and Polo, you're not going to be able to unlock them. Also maybe thinking that there's also... I used to be the biggest build model in the character, but at least 1 week ago I was in the Nexus. A fellow traveller was about 2 heads taller. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's a few big travellers in the Nexus. I'm not sure if that's a bug or a glitch or anything like that. Not too sure. Now, have I missed any travellers? I don't think I have. That way's out. Actually, I've been this way. I've seen Mercury. Is there anything through this door? Is that one of mysteries? Oh no, you can go through it. Oh no, that's just the Artemis thing. Yep, that's just Artemis's thing. Who remembers when the old Quicksilver merchant was in a room like this? I'm kind of missing the old space anomaly. I'm not going to lie. I am kind of missing it. It was quite mysterious, wasn't it? Have they fixed that issue with the thumbnails not displaying? Let's have a look. No. Okay, I still don't see the thumbnails for these bases, which I thought they fixed like a month ago. Oh, this guy. There we go. This guy. This is the guy I missed. The final guy, I think. Look at this guy. Iteration Thesis or something. He's like a kind of like a mutant Gek kind of thing. I do love the design. I do love the design. Props to the art design. Who's the art guy at Hello Games? Is it still GD, Grant Duncan? I don't know. Oh wow, look at these designs for the for this. Look at that. Look at that color combination. I love that. Also, this is pretty cool. Also, this fighter, maybe it's an explorer, I think, or shuttle. I'm not too sure. Can't remember. Let's put the chat up. There we go. So PT, the unicorn that is Snow is claiming to be real, is it? I don't think it is. The unicorn that's Snow. I don't know what that means. The unicorn that is No. I don't know. Best 23 Gaming is in the house. How are you doing, Steve King? Thank you so much for stopping by. How are you doing, my friend? How are you doing? The Easter egg. There's an Easter egg in No Man's Sky? Since when? Since when? I didn't know anything about Easter eggs in No Man's Sky. When hunting for the Black Explorer in Jason's video. Took forever, but what? There's a black color combination? Oh, really? Don't forget me. Oh, yeah. I'll do it in a second. The origami unicorn. Okay, so somebody asked me to plug something into Google Translate. Let's have a look. Ooh, where was it? Let's try and find it. Let's try and find it. I'm trying to find it, buddy. Here we go. Alright, I found it. Let me plug it into the old Google Translate. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. So, let's take a look, guys. Let's see what this guy said. Hey, I will now subscribe to you. I will also turn on the bell. Thank you so much, buddy. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate the support. How are you doing, PT? I'm doing awesome. I am doing awesome. There's only like 5 minutes left of this stream, guys. So if any of you have any final questions you want to throw to me or anything like that, then feel free. I will be happy to answer anything. To a degree. To a degree. Also, we're nearing the end of September. And last year, I believe we got an update in October, which was The Abyss. Are we going to see an update this October? Or this year? I don't know. Because time is ticking away. Voice crack. Time is ticking away. And I'm really not sure. I'm really not sure. I'm hoping we see an update. I have a feeling it's going to be something subtle, like The Abyss done to Underwater. I think it's going to be an Abyss-style update for space, you know? PT, sorry, it was Peaceful Gamer tweeting it, not you. Oh, was it? Oh, okay, okay. Was it Peace? Let me check on Peaceful Gamer. Let me have a look. Okay. Awesome, 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 awesome. What do you like at dogfighting, PT? I'm terrible. I would like to have a ship tutorial on fighting the pirates, especially in a not very upgraded ship. Good idea. I may get around to it. You know, I'm very kind of caught up in terms of videos at the minute. I may get around to that because that sounds like an awesome idea, buddy. Awesome idea. How late is it? How late is it at you in Cheeseland? It is 18:53. It is 17:53 at the moment in UK, which is 4. It's not 4. It's 5:52. It is about 10 to 6 p.m. in the UK. Apparently, an origami unicorn has been found in No Man's Sky. Seriously, I'm gonna have to look, kind of get the scoop on that. What's the best seasoning for baked chicken breasts? Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. When I said you could ask me anything, I didn't expect them to be as random as that, Grim Chief of Gaming, buddy. Not the kind of questions. You know what I mean. Space, they say, it is very big. It is very big, believe it or not, you know? You should try the PvP system for dogfighting. I'll try. Blade Runner. Yep, but I'm doubtful it exists. Yeah, I'm not sure. Sounds interesting. No experience of PvP. Yeah, we'll have a look into going online. I think. Yep, awesome. Cool. Anyway, what time is it? 53. Okay, right. This is going to be the end of the stream. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. And if you are new to the channel, then a little subscribe button hit would be highly appreciated. There's a picture of it on Reddit. Is there really? Is there really? I did say any questions. I should have said to an extent. Or something like that, you know. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, everyone. See you later. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye. See ya.